Good morning, students. Today we'll start off illustrations of chapter 8. Okay, so here chapter 8 we already saw the introduction part of this chapter. That is, this chapter name is financial statement analysis, and I already told you what is a financial statement, the meaning of financial statement. Financial statement is nothing but your income statement, and income statement includes your manufacturing account and also trading P&L account, and also the balance sheet. Okay, so this is called the financial statement. At the end of a particular year or an accounting period, financial statement will be prepared. That's your trading profit and loss and balance sheet. Okay, after preparing this, these are to be analyzed for the purpose of releasing the result of how the company has performed in that particular accounting period, and to check the efficiency of the employees, management, and so on. So that's the reason financial statement analysis has to be done. So now analysis is nothing but verifying or examining whether all the information or the amount for the respective accounts given are correct, right? So for that purpose, financial statement analysis is being done. So here there are 5 tools through which the analysis can be done. One is the comparative statement, second common size statement, third trend analysis, fourth funds flow statement, and fifth cash flow statement. For us, we have only 3 tools that will be used in this chapter. Number 1 is comparative statement, number 2 will be common size statement, and the third one will be trend analysis. Okay, so today let us start off with the comparative statement. So comparative statement is where you can compare 2 years analysis, that is year 1, year 2. Let's take 2017-18, 18-19. Okay, so 2 years revenue, expenses, and whatever the tax has to be paid, all those can be computed and compared. So that is why it is called as comparative statement. So here in this statement we have 5 columns. I'll take a snapshot of this format and send it to you. So here, format of comparative statement: first column is your particulars, second column is year 1, third column year 2, fourth column will be absolute amount of increase or decrease, fifth column will be percentage increase or decrease. I'll explain how this has to be done now. So first, column 1. So in this column, particulars of the items of income statement will be written. That is, whatever the information related to the account will be written in the particulars column. Second column, the information related to those accounts will be given in the sum itself. So for that year alone you have to fill it here. Third column, for second year 2, the amount has to be filled here. After writing all those information given in the sum in these 3 columns, you have to compare year 1 and year 2. Keeping base as year 1, you have to compare. Let's take for example, year 1 has 10,000 and year 2 has 12,000. So what is the difference? The difference is going to be 2,000. Write that 2,000 here. Is there an increase or decrease? So I said here 10,000 and here 12,000. So there is an increase. So you have to write as plus 2,000. If there is a decrease, you will write minus that amount. And percentage. How to calculate percentages? You have to keep your year 1 as the base for calculating the percentage. So here I said there's rupees 2,000, which is the difference. So 2,000 divided by year 1 into 100. So let's move on to the illustration so that you can understand very clearly on how to calculate. Okay, so here from the following particulars, prepare comparative income statement of Tarun Company Limited. So if you see particulars, you have three accounts here. For that you have your 2016-17 amount and 17-18 amount. So now this is how you have to write. I'll show how it has to be written in your accounts notebook. If you are able to fit in one page, you can fit it. If not, particulars 2016-17 amount, this side also you can use. Okay, so you can write like this. If you are able to fit in one page, well and good. Even if you are not, just use the next page for the this format. Okay, so now first we had the information related to revenue from operations. What is revenue? Revenue is nothing but your income. Okay, so whatever we have done, from that you got certain revenue. So now you will write here revenue from operations. For 2 years it is being given. So for the first year it is given as 2 lakhs. For the second year it is given as 2,50,000. Okay, so always all the incomes are to be grouped and then you have to deduct your expenses. Okay, in our sum we have revenue from operations, other incomes, and then expenses. So these two are related to your income. So what you have to do is you have to add up these two values. So now I am adding other incomes. Other income, the amount is given as 50,000 and 40,000. For now I am not writing anything here. Okay, so next is you first draw a line here, add up these two values, that is here you get 2,50,000, here you get 2,90,000. This is your total revenue. So total revenue is nothing but your total income, and you also have expenses which is given in your sum. So minus expenses. So this is what you get as salary, and from this salary whatever you make is an expense. Okay, those expenses are to be deducted. After that, whatever you have in hand, we call it as savings in our normal family budget, but in industries or organizations they call it as profit, right? So now after making the expenses, that is expenses amount is given as 1,50,000 and 1,20,000. Now deduct these, you get 1 lakh, and here you get 1,70,000. So this amount 1 lakh and 1,70,000 is your profit before tax. So profit before tax means tax has to be calculated after this step, but in this sum we don't have any tax percentages. Okay, so we are not going to calculate the tax. So this is how we first fill in whatever the information is given to us. Then the third column has to be filled. Okay, so amount, absolute amount of increase or decrease. So keeping your 2016-17 as the base, find out whether there is a decrease or an increase in your 17-18. This you have 2 lakhs here, you have 2,50,000 here. Okay, find out the difference. You have rupees 50,000. Actually this is to be written one step down. So you have rupees 50,000. There is an increase of rupees 50,000. So you write plus here. Okay, whenever there is an increase you will write plus. If there is a decrease you will write minus. So next column 50,000 minus 50,000 minus 40,000. So there is a difference of rupees 10,000. But in 16-17 we had 50,000, 17-18 we just have only 40,000. There is a decrease of rupees 10,000. So you write here as minus. Then the next one, 2,50,000 minus 2,40,000. Find out the difference. You get a difference of rupees 40,000. Again, there is an increase of rupees 40,000. So plus. Again, find out the difference for the next column. You have rupees 30,000 as the difference. But here it is being reduced. So minus. In the last column, there is an increase, that is 70,000 increase. So you update here as plus. I'll repeat, you have to compare 2016 and 17. Okay, 2 lakhs and 2,50,000. Find out the difference. You have rupees 50,000. Compared to 16-17, 17-18 there is an increase of rupees 50,000. So plus 50,000. Again, next column, 50,000, 40,000. So compare these two. There is a decrease in 2017-18 of rupees 10,000. So minus 10,000. Then 2,50,000, 2,90,000. Find out the difference and check whether there is an increase or decrease in 17-18. There is an increase. Previous year we had 2,50,000, now we have 2,90,000. There is an increase of rupees 40,000, so plus 40,000. Again, 1,50,000, 1,20,000. There is a decrease of rupees 30,000, so minus 30,000. Then 1 lakh minus 1,70,000, there is an increase of rupees 70,000. So we are writing like this. Then the fifth column is to be filled, that is percentage of increase or decrease. How to go about percentage is, normally we need only this, but I prefer you all do the calculations just below this particular sum. Okay, so now you have rupees 50,000 as the amount of increase, right, or decrease. Amount of increase or decrease is 50,000 divided by year 1, which is rupees 2 lakhs. Always amount of increase or decrease divided by the first year value. So divided by 2 lakhs into 100. Now you will have to cancel these values. 3, 3. So 2 into 25 times, right? So you will write here as plus 25 in your percentage column. Okay, this plus symbol must be there. That symbolizes whether it is an increase or decrease. Okay, so moving on to the next row, you have 10,000 here as an amount of increase or decrease divided by value related to year 1 is 50,000. So divided by 50,000 into 100. 2 and 2, you get 20. So there is a here itself we check whether there is an increase or decrease, so that you write here as minus 20. Okay, then the third row, 40,000 divided by 2,50,000. Into 100. 25 into 16. Okay, so you get 16% here. So you will write this as plus 16. Okay, the next row is 30,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 100. Again 15 into 2 times, so 20. Symbol here is minus, so you will write minus 20. Okay, then the last one is 70,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. So you get 70% as a difference, so you'll write plus 70. Okay, so I'll repeat this step of calculating the percentages. take out the absolute amount of decrease or increase divided by the first year value. So you get 50,000 divided by 2 lakhs into 100. So when we cancel, we are getting 25 percentage. Write that 25. Symbol must represent whatever we have written as amount of increase or decrease. So here we have plus. So write plus 25. Keep in mind, we are to compare amount of increase or decrease with year 1 value. Okay, and first step is to calculate revenue from operations, add other income, you get your total income, total revenue, that minus your expenses, you get your profit before tax. First complete this column, that is your whatever information is given in the sum. Okay, after this calculate absolute amount of increase or decrease. After that you can calculate the percentages. This is with your illustration 1.